In today's world, silence is rare. We're surrounded by noise, endless chatter, arguments, and distractions. But what if silence was the most powerful tool we've been ignoring? What if, by choosing not to speak, we could strengthen our character and find peace? Stoic philosophy, an ancient guide to living a good life, teaches us this. Silence is not just the absence of words. It's a powerful, intentional choice. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, wisely said, "It's better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." So, when should we choose silence? Let's explore 9 times when staying quiet isn't just wise, it's life-changing. When you're criticized unfairly, criticism is inevitable, but it isn't always fair. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, reminds us, what hurts us isn't what happens, but how we react. Next time you're unfairly criticized, pause. Don't rush to defend yourself. Instead, focus on what's useful and let the rest go. Silence in this moment doesn't mean weakness. It means strength, the strength to choose dignity over argument. Reflect on this. By staying silent, you're not adding fuel to the fire. Over time, your calm composure will say more about your character than any defensive words could. Imagine staying calm during a heated moment at work. Your silence can show professionalism and strength, turning potential conflict into an opportunity for growth. When others are boasting, we've all been there. Someone is bragging, and it's tempting to one-up them. But Stoics teach us restraint. By staying silent, you conserve your energy and let your actions speak louder than words. Think of it this way. When you choose not to compete in the game of egos, you free yourself from unnecessary stress. True confidence doesn't need validation. The next time someone boasts, simply smile and focus on your goals. Your silence isn't an absence. It's a statement that you're grounded, secure, and focused on things that truly matter. When you're angry, anger is like a storm. It clouds our judgment and often makes things worse. Marcus Aurelius said, "How much worse are the consequences of anger than the things that caused it?" When you feel anger rising, take a moment, breathe, reflect. Silence in these moments isn't weakness, it's control. Think of a time you reacted in anger and later regretted it. Now imagine if you had paused, stayed silent, and let the heat of the moment pass. This choice can prevent misunderstandings, preserve relationships, and give you clarity to approach the situation wisely. In the face of false rumors, when rumors swirl, it's natural to want to defend yourself. But Stoics remind us to focus on what we can control, our actions and integrity. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not external events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By staying silent, you let the truth speak for itself. Over time, your actions will prove your character more than words ever could. Think about it. Engaging in gossip or trying to counter every falsehood only gives the rumors more power. But silence? It's a shield that shows you're above the noise. After a loss is painful, whether it's a loved one, a job, or a dream. Stoics teach us to embrace silence as a space for healing. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, said, "The day which we fear as our last is but the birthday of eternity." Instead of filling the void with distractions, allow yourself to reflect and heal. Silence can be a sanctuary, helping you find meaning and strength in your grief. Think of silence as a balm for the soul, offering clarity and perspective when words fail. It's not avoidance, it's acceptance. Quote from Poe. Times. During heated arguments often escalate because both sides are focused on winning. But what if you paused instead of speaking? Silence can diffuse tension, allowing both sides to reflect and approach the conversation more calmly. Think of silence as a bridge. It connects emotions to logic. When you choose to listen instead of react, you create space for understanding and resolution. Sometimes, the most impactful thing you can say is nothing at all. While observing nature or art, not all silence is reactive. Sometimes it's about appreciating the beauty around us. Stoics believed in living fully in the present moment. By embracing silence, you can truly connect with the world's wonders. When was the last time you watched a sunset without distractions? Or admired art without feeling the need to comment? Silence in these moments isn't empty. It's full of presence, gratitude, and awe. Before making big decisions, when faced with life-changing decisions, silence is your ally. It gives you the space to think clearly, free from distractions or pressure. As Epictetus said, "First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak." Imagine this. You're about to make a major life choice. Instead of rushing into it, you take time in silence to weigh your options, reflect on your values, and envision the long-term impact. This deliberate pause can lead to decisions rooted in wisdom rather than impulse. When someone is seeking empathy, there are moments when people don't need advice, they just need someone to listen. Silence in this context is an act of compassion. Instead of trying to fix the problem or offer solutions, simply being present can be more powerful than words. Imagine a friend sharing their struggles. Often we're quick to say, "I know how you feel," or "Here's what I do," but sometimes they just need to feel heard. In silence, you offer them a safe space, a reminder that they're not alone. Empathy isn't always spoken. Sometimes it's shared in the quiet moments of connection. When you're learning something new, silence is a gateway to learning. Socrates, often considered a precursor to Stoic philosophy, said, "I know that I know nothing." This humility is the key to growth. When you're silent, you absorb knowledge more deeply. Whether it's in a classroom, at work, or watching a mentor, staying quiet allows you to fully observe and understand. Think of the times you've learned the most, not by talking, but by listening and reflecting. Silence isn't passive. It's an active commitment to growth. When you're practicing self-reflection, silence isn't just external, it's internal too. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-reflection. Seneca urged us to review our days each night, asking ourselves what we did well, where we fell short, and how we can improve. Set aside time daily for quiet reflection. Turn off the distractions. Sit with your thoughts and journal if it helps. This practice of intentional silence fosters self-awareness, helping you align your actions with your values. It's in these moments of solitude that you truly meet yourself. In times of awe and wonder, there are moments in life when words simply fall short. When you witness something so profound that silence feels like the only appropriate response. The Stoics believed in living in harmony with nature and recognizing the vastness of the universe. When was the last time you stood under the stars, watched the ocean waves, or simply felt the wind on your face? These moments remind us how small we are in the grand scheme of things. In silence, we can truly connect with the awe of existence and feel gratitude for the gift of life. When facing fear or anxiety, in moments of fear or anxiety, silence can be a powerful tool for regaining control. The Stoics understood that emotions like fear are natural, but they also knew that we have the power to decide how we respond. Reflection. When faced with fear, instead of rushing into action or drowning in thoughts, pause. Take a breath. Allow yourself the space to reflect on the worst-case scenario and realize that most of our fears are based on imagined outcomes. In silence, you can regain perspective, remember your strength, and move forward with clarity. When you're helping someone in crisis, in moments of crisis, words often feel inadequate. Sometimes, the most comforting thing you can do is offer your presence. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus taught us that while we can't control the circumstances of others, we can control how we show up. Offering silent support during someone's darkest hour can speak volumes. Your quiet empathy can be a pillar of strength, a reminder that they are not alone. It is a powerful way to express compassion without the need for words. When you're crafting your own legacy, in the pursuit of leaving a meaningful legacy, silence can be a powerful ally. The Stoics believed that our actions, not our words, define who we are. Matthew, when you focus on creating something that reflects your values, whether it's a work of art, a business, or a relationship, silent dedication becomes your guide. In those quiet hours of hard work, when no one is watching, you are building the legacy that will speak for you long after you're gone. When you're forgiving yourself, forgiving others is hard, but often the hardest forgiveness is the one we must give ourselves. In the Stoic view, mistakes are opportunities to learn, not to berate ourselves. Mind-body, okay to go, uses a philosophizing technique designed to help persons form a movement of healing grief. In moments when you feel burdened by guilt or regret, silence can be a compassionate tool. Instead of rushing to correct past mistakes with words or actions, take a moment of stillness. Acknowledge the hurt you caused, but then remind yourself, I am human, and I will do better. Forgiveness begins with this quiet acceptance. Silence is more than just the absence of sound. It's a choice, a practice, and a power. In a world that never stops talking, choosing silence is revolutionary. Examples bring the principles of silence into practice, leading to one of America's longest-running, deeply researched activewear brands. So, the next time you face criticism, anger, or even wonder, remember the wisdom of the Stoics. Silence doesn't mean you have nothing to say. It means you're choosing to listen, reflect, and grow. Let's make a pact to pause, to embrace stillness, and to find strength in the quiet, because in silence, we don't lose our voice. We discover its true power. If this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could use a little peace in their life. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and let's build a community rooted in growth, strength, and serenity. What's your favorite way to embrace silence? Share in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.